Hey there, welcome to Let's Sit With This, a podcast for high-functioning, deeply hurting people who are ready to feel something different. I'm your host, Kristen Calloway, a licensed therapist who cares deeply about helping people heal from trauma and pain. If you're carrying a lot and tired of feeling alone with it, you're in the right place. Let's sit with this together. Welcome back. This is the final episode in our series, It Didn't Look Like Trauma. We've covered a lot, from how attachment forms to the quieter wounds, to how they show up now, and what healing looks like. Today, I just want to talk directly to you. Think of this as a letter from me to you. Hey, I'm really glad that you've made it this far. Whether my words have been reminders or brand new information, it's still so hard to sit with. To sit with the pain, the loneliness, the sadness, the anger. But sitting with all of that is healing. Making space for how you feel is bringing light into the darkness. Since we're sitting here together, let's talk about a couple things. First and foremost, healing isn't some destination you reach and then never have to deal with again. When we're talking about painful or traumatic childhood experiences, I believe that some of those wounds never fully heal because they go against everything that relationship was supposed to be. We weren't supposed to have parents who, in protecting themselves from their own pain, miss our needs or cause harm. We were born needing safe, regulated, emotionally mature adults to care for us. When those needs aren't met, we learn to heal over the wounds ourselves and grow scars over what should have been. And scars can fade and get smaller. We can function well and even happily. But there might always be those small moments of pain, a tug of loneliness. Your healing journey will be deeply impacted by your relationships now. If the adults who caused you pain are still in your life, it can go kind of well, or it can be messy. If your parents are able to take an honest look at themselves, to apologize sincerely, and most importantly, to act differently in ways that bring peace and joy to the relationship, then I am so happy for you. Some parents didn't know what they didn't know. Many carried their own pain into parenting and unintentionally caused harm. If they want to repair, watch their actions more than their words. A true apology includes changed behaviors, not just words. Family therapy can help, but you can't want it more than they do, okay? You need to see their internal desire, their motivation for the change. If, on the other hand, the adults in your life don't want to see the pain or don't believe that they've caused harm, I am so sorry. Their refusal doesn't make your pain less real. Their behaviors and patterns were never about you, but they affected you. You can't make them see what they don't want to see. Someone could go to the most brilliant therapist, but it's not going to make a difference if they aren't receptive. You can't make them see their patterns, make them see the hurt they've caused. They likely need to avoid the mirror of self-reflection in order to not see the deep wounds that they themselves are covering up. Your parents may have had a rough childhood. I feel for that. I'm sorry for whatever pain that they experienced. But explanations are not excuses. We are each responsible for how we treat others. We are responsible for healing ourselves and accountable for how we treat other people. Ignorance or avoidance of the truth doesn't mean that we can continue dysfunctional family patterns through the generations. Every person has the option to self-reflect and take feedback from those in their life. You aren't responsible for making them change. And more importantly, you can't make someone change. So you may then have to make some difficult decisions about the boundaries with them. We've gone from a culture that says you need to keep anyone in your life that is family, all the way to cut off anyone who is toxic. And I'm here to say you are the only person who can decide what the boundaries look like in your life. You may want or need some boundaries that still allow for communication, interaction, and relationship. That's okay. You just need to be okay with the boundaries that you set and accept how much of the dysfunctional game you may need to play in exchange for those boundaries. That's okay. You may need boundaries that are very firm and lead to a lot of distance and maybe very measured interactions at only family holiday gatherings or in public places or only when, certain other people are there. It's okay. And for others, the only way to find healing and be at peace may be to have no relationship at all. You are allowed to do that. You don't owe anyone a relationship because how they are related to you. It's always the parent's job to build a healthy relationship with their child. A parent is entitled to nothing from their child. So again, you are the only one who gets to decide the boundaries you have in your life. If one or both of your parents are no longer in your life because they've chosen to cut you off or abandon their relationship with you and it brings you pain, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for the pain you may feel about never being able to reconcile things. I know this is easier said than done, but please know that their choices were never about you. Their choices were about them. You never needed to be a better kid, follow in their footsteps, or do anything to keep them in your life. Their decision to leave was theirs alone. You deserved more. And you deserve more than to keep chasing after someone who feels justified in their abandonment and estrangement from you. If one or both of your parents has passed away and you never got to know how things may have turned out, I'm sorry. Please don't feel the need to rewrite the past just because it makes others uncomfortable for you to tell the truth about the past. You're not talking bad about someone when you're telling the truth about what you experienced. There's a difference between slandering someone's character and being honest about dysfunction and abuse. You are allowed to grieve that they are gone, but also be glad that the hurt has stopped. And if your parents' estrangement or death brings you relief and peace, that's okay. You're not a bad person. It speaks to the hurt you likely experienced in the relationship. You are allowed to feel relief that you can move forward. Healing childhood wounds is hard. It's messy. It may mean reevaluating the people in your life, and you may feel lonely with healthy boundaries. That's okay. It gives space for healthy people to come into your life. Holidays and family traditions and milestones of your kids, if you have them, may bring both joy and sadness. I see you. You can grieve what you don't have, but know that one day you can find the ability to start finding gratitude in what you do have. I'll tell you this, I'd rather have a small amount of people at my house who truly love and care for me than a house full of people I don't like or feel anxious around. You may grieve your kids don't have involved grandparents. Make sure that if you get the chance, you become the involved grandparents. Start making new traditions and expectations to go forward with future generations. You have the ability to make things very, very different. Not only just stopping the hurt and dysfunction, but also starting and creating new things that bring joy and togetherness. I always love the reminder, become who you needed when you were younger. We make the world a better place when we do that. I hope you can find people who can also sit with you, sit with your pain, and help you heal. Therapy is a fantastic place to start. I'm grateful that you've dug in. I'm proud of you for facing some pain. Please keep going. You deserve it. With love, Kristen. Keep your eye out for my next mini-series called Navigating the Holidays with Tricky People. Think of it like a boundaries boot camp for what is often the hardest time of year for a lot of people. Thank you for sitting with me today, for sitting with this. I'm so glad you've made space for yourself and considered what life can look like on the other side of pain and hurt. Remember, you don't have to be alone in this. Come back anytime you need to.